Hey, what's up, guys? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 1:22 a.m. Monday morning, September the 30th, 2024, year of our Lord. And this is not a lawn care vlog or anything like that. I'm not going to be able to work this week, most likely. We got hit Thursday night, Friday morning. I know everybody in the neighborhood woke up around 3 o'clock in the morning. We got hit with Hurricane Helene, or Hurricane Helen. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Helene. But we got hit pretty hard. It was a Category 1 when it came through our area. And I know you're probably thinking, Category 1, man, come on, Tank. But listen, guys, we are right outside of Augusta, Georgia. I'm actually about 3 to 3.5 hours from the nearest shoreline. And we are so far inland. We always get some aftermath of a hurricane when it hits, whether it be the Gulf Coast or the Atlantic Coast. We always get some of the aftermath. We always do, because we're right above Florida, right next to South Carolina, right next to Alabama, and we also have a shoreline in Georgia ourselves. So we always get some of it. But normally, by the time it gets to us, it's either a very light tropical storm or a tropical depression, or maybe a thunderstorm or a 1/4 inch of rain or something like that. It's never anything like this, guys. It has absolutely came through and devastated our area. The past 3 days, nobody in my area, the 2-state CSRA area, I think it's like 6 counties, maybe even more, but I know for a fact of 6 counties have been without power and without fuel. You know, of course, gasoline ran out first, and then diesel ran out not too long after that. But we've been doing without. Now, most of us have the basic necessities like food, water, things like that. And some of us have generators, some of us don't. But it's dark, guys. I'm sorry. You're going to have to bear with me. You really are. I'm out here in my truck right now, and I don't have the light on in my truck because it's the light is actually hurting my eyes. I haven't had light in about 4 hours, so I'm not cutting it on right now. But you can probably hear my generator running in the background. And I had to get in the truck, man, because the air is just so stagnant right now. It's 79 degrees, which is warm for this time of day, this time of year. It's very warm, and the air is so stagnant, man. There is no breeze. It's very humid. It's humid at everybody's houses, and where everybody's sleeping with their windows open. We've all got our generators running. It's very loud in our neighborhood, and we've all got fans going. I've got 3 box fans going, one on some clothes, and one on my 2 boys, and one on my 2 daughters, and my wife is actually asleep right now in our downstairs office, and all my kids are asleep in the living room. I stepped out because it was so darn hot and stagnant in the house that I just could not fall asleep. So I decided to walk around the neighborhood to see if I could burn some steam off and get rid of some energy. Maybe I could fall asleep a little bit faster. It has not helped. I'm still wide ass awake, and it's about to drive me insane, man, because I want to go to sleep. I don't like taking cat naps throughout the day, but it's looking like that's what I'm going to have to do. Just once I get to a point where I can't stand it any longer, I'm going to have to take naps throughout the day, because it's just so hard to sleep at night. There is no breeze at night at all. And I cannot sleep when it's hot, guys. I'm one of those guys that has to have my house extremely cold. You know, low 70s, high 60s. I have to have my house. Even in the wintertime, I have to have it cold. I cannot sleep in the heat. And my kids hate it, but it is what it is, man. I've got to get rest. So, I'm out here hollering at y'all for a minute. And, man, listen, I want to tell y'all something. I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot remember if this was a book I read. If it was a book, the title was 72 Till Animal, but I think it may have very well been a podcast with a former Army Special Forces Green Beret. And I think that's what it was, but I can't swear to it. But what it is either the author or the guy in the podcast, I can't remember which one, was explaining it, that when you go to a country that has been the government has been overran and their economy has crashed, you can expect for people to turn into animals within 72 hours, because that's when normal people's food supplies run out and they start getting hungry. Well, here we are, guys. It's Monday morning. We got hit Friday morning. 72 hours. And I live in Columbia County, Georgia, in Evans. Augusta is actually in Richmond County, Georgia, which is about 15 minutes from me. But the baddest part of it's about 20 minutes from me. But right before, I want to say it was around 8 o'clock, we had our Wi-Fi box plugged into the generator, just so we could kind of check to see what's going on outside. Hopefully get some information. Well, my wife come across a thing saying that in South Augusta and all throughout Richmond County that people are looting. They're acting like absolute animals. People are looting. They've done looted one of the Walmarts over there. They done looted several grocery stores, Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals, Family Dollars. They're looting people's homes, just destroying stuff, man. And there was an active shooter up in National Hills. That's a part of Augusta. It's right next to the Augusta National Golf Club, where they play the Masters Golf Tournament every single year. And there was an active shooter over there just shooting random people. And people are at a point now where they're fighting in lines to get into a grocery store that may or may not be open, may or may not have what you need. People are fighting at gas stations on the outskirts of town. And slowly but surely the power is coming back on. It's probably going to, they told us that it's most likely going to be Saturday or later before it comes on in our area. But some parts of Augusta, like South Augusta, most of it has been restored. The stuff that has been less damaged has been restored, just because there's less work that has to be done to get everything back online. And my area was hit pretty hard. My actual neighborhood, we actually got lucky. We didn't have a whole lot of damage in our neighborhood because the trees in our area aren't as big, and we have underground power lines. But outside of my neighborhood, man, it's bad. I mean, power poles snapped in half. The metal power poles are snapped in half. I mean, it's crazy. We have never seen anything like this in Augusta, guys. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you a bold-faced lie. We were warned. We were. But what you have to understand is that our weatherman in our area is consistently wrong. He is one of the only people that I know of that can be consistently wrong, do his job incorrectly, and keep his job. Now, I'm not blaming him. He is a human, and he does the best he can with what he has to work with. But, when you're consistently wrong, it's extremely hard to believe that we're going to have a hurricane hit us when most of us have lived our entire lives here and have never seen a hurricane. But the fact that people are out looting is mind-blowing to me. And I get it. People start acting stupid when they can't provide for their families. And there's a lot of people right now that can't, man. A lot of people that don't have running water. A lot of people that don't have access to a generator, no fans, no food, nothing. A lot of people are just doing without, period. And it's a sad situation, it really is. But it does not make it right to be stealing from people. It really doesn't. Around here, 90% of the people, if you just ask and explain to them that you're trying to feed yourself and your family, most of us will help you. Most of us. You got the occasional jerk out there that's not going to help you, and you can't really call them a jerk. They're probably not prepared like a lot of people and are looking out for themselves and their family, doing what they have to do to survive. But yeah, man. And also, when I was walking around the neighborhood, I actually tried to make a video for y'all, but one of my neighbors actually rolled up on me in their truck. They saw me walking around and had no clue who it was. They had no clue who it was. They got out of their house and rolled up on me just to make sure I wasn't some outsider in here trying to loot the neighborhood. And which I'm thankful that we got people in the neighborhood that are like that are looking out for each other. But he didn't realize who I was until he got up on me, and he said, and he apologized to me, he didn't mean to disturb me and all that good stuff. But me and him were talking. We're seriously considering getting with everybody in the subdivision and seeing if we can't come up with some sort of co-op to where if crap really does hit the fan in our area, man, we all need to stick together. And because there is strength in numbers. And most of us in this area are armed to the teeth. Most of the people in this area really are. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's gotten crazy out there. So anyways, guys, what I'm trying to get at is, I told y'all earlier, I don't know if the video ever uploaded a lot. The signal in my area is so spotty, even with our Wi-Fi box plugged in. It's just so spotty. All the cell towers are down. But while you're out buying supplies and being prepared for a natural disaster or World War III or a nuclear blast, whatever you're preparing for, man, doomsday, whatever it is, I don't care what you're prepping for, but you need to have some things. You do. I mean, they teach you that in elementary school. But when you're out buying supplies, man, make sure you're able and capable to protect your family and your property. You got to be able to do that, man, because I never thought about it, honestly. I'm just a 2A guy. I like guns. That's why I have so many, and that's why I have so much ammo. I like shooting. I do. Plus, I like to hunt, too. And you never know. People are crazy. Somebody might decide to break into the house one day, and I, as a man, a protector and a provider, I need to be prepared to protect my family. Open this door, get some light in here. But I do feel like I need to be prepared to protect my family, man. But if a natural disaster, sorry guys, I'm sleepy. It's probably going to be bedtime as soon as I get off here. But if a natural disaster does happen, man, you need to be prepared. You do. And I'm not talking about just food. You need to be prepared. Because nobody's coming to save you. You can't expect the government to be at your beck and call every time something happens. And you can't expect your neighbors to give you everything you need. They've got their own situations and families to take care of, man. So you need to be prepared. You need to have some basic supplies. You need to have some non-perishable food items. You need to have your freezer stocked up and ready to go. You need to have your refrigerator full, your pantry full. You need to have some batteries, some candles, a flashlight on hand. You need to have a way to dry clothes. You need to have spare gas, spare propane. And you need to have a generator. You really do. And there's other things that you really do need to have. And once this is all said and done, I'm going to make a checklist. And call me crazy or tinfoil hat guy, whatever you want to call me. But I'm not getting caught like this again. But yeah, guys, you got to, as a man, I'm speaking to men right now. And if you're a single woman, I'm speaking to you too. But if you have a family, it is your duty to protect and provide for your family. It really is. So you need to be able to do that, man. You need to get something to protect yourself with. You need to prepare you need to familiarize yourself with that thing, and you need to get good with it. And not only do you need to have a gun, you need to have plenty of ammo, because you got to train with it. And if you're in a situation like this, you don't know how much ammo you're going to have to use. So there's no such thing as too much, man. There really ain't. I've always been one of them guys that you see all these people having 7 or 8 ARs in their house with 10,000 rounds of ammo for each different caliber that they have in their house. You know, I've always been the guy that thought that was not necessary. You know, have about 1,000 rounds, you're good to go. And because you know, I am an American. I do believe in the Second Amendment and the First Amendment, and I think you need to be able to protect yourself and from foreign or domestic enemies. But yeah, guys, I mean, oh man, we've got people out here bartering right now. That's a good thing. I mean, I'm glad to see people come together and barter and do things like that. You know, people in the neighborhood have really stuck together. We've all been out helping people fix stuff, fix our homes. We've been looking out for each other with gasoline, propane, food. Everybody's been looking out for each other in our neighborhood, and that, you know, that's a blessing. It really is, especially in today's age when everybody is all about me, me, me. For everybody to just come together in the community and be humble and look out for one another, that's a big thing, man. That's a blessing. It really is. And sometimes it takes a situation like this for people to get back to being humble. But yeah, guys, get prepared. I'm not saying go out and build you a storehouse full of stuff. I'm not saying go out and buy 5, 6, 7,000 rounds of ammo, but have you some stuff that you need, man. Have you some stuff that you need, because if a natural disaster happens, especially something like this, man, it could be anywhere from a week. We were told anywhere from a week to a month before we get our power restored. We're not prepared for a month. We've got about a week or two's worth of food left, and then we're going to have to make a trek. We're going to have to make about a 60 or 70 mile drive to go buy some groceries. But we do have plenty of gas and propane, so we're good on that. But I'm sorry I keep yawning in y'all's faces, man. I really am. I'm just frustrated, guys. Frustrated. You got to understand, I've never been through anything like this. You know, we had the ice storm in 2014. We were down for about 2 days. We had COVID, you know. We went through a little spell there at the beginning of COVID where everybody was lacking. But this is different, man. This is different. I'm telling you, it's different. Being hot and sweaty like this for no reason at all is just miserable. It really is. But guys, look, y'all be safe out there. And above all else, man, love on each other. That's really what it takes in a time like this, man. You've got to lean on God and you've got to lean on each other. There's no way around it. You've got to, man. You've got to have some humility, and you really need to humble yourselves down to a point to where you can put yourself aside and work together. But all you guys that were affected by this hurricane, you know, I haven't heard anything about or anything from anybody in Florida, and I know a bunch of people in Florida, but I haven't heard from anybody down there. I don't know what's going on down there. So if any of you guys know anything that see this video, please comment, let me know. I heard about the folks up in Asheville. They are really catching it. At Asheville, North Carolina, man, you talking about Appalachia, the mountains, dude. They don't have hurricanes. We don't have hurricanes here, let alone the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains. But my heart goes out to everybody, man. It really does. Everybody's struggling in the Southeast, you know, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida. A lot of us are struggling, man. We really are. And all of you guys out there, man, I'm keeping y'all in my prayers. And hope y'all are doing the same. And for all of you that were affected, that lost your homes, or even worse, lost your loved ones, man, I can't imagine your pain, man. I'm not in your shoes. I don't know what it's like, and I can't imagine what you're going through, but my heart goes out to you. It really does. And I'm sorry. I'm praying for you. But guys, lean on God. I'm praying for each and every one of y'all. I really am. I'm praying for his comfort and his peace over every one of y'all. And guys, just love on each other, man. Be good human beings. And don't be greedy, but get what you need and be good human beings. Look out for one another. And most importantly, man, get prepared. You don't know what lies ahead. We don't know what lies ahead. And a natural disaster can strike anywhere in the country, man. It can be an earthquake. It can be a mudslide. It can be a volcano. It can be a F5 tornado. It can be a hurricane like this. It could be a tsunami. You don't know what in the hell's going to happen. You don't know what the future holds for you. And you never know. We might get attacked on our own homeland. I doubt it, but you never know. You really never know. So guys, get some basic stuff. Some stuff that you can eat to get you through. And get a way to take care of yourselves, man. And take care of your family. Be prepared, for real. I've never been one of those guys that say stuff like this, guys, especially not on social media. But I'm dead serious, man. Get prepared. But, hey, man, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to go in here and see if I can't get some sleep. But look here, man, I love all of y'all. Praying for y'all. My heart goes out to you. And I'll cut y'all back on the next update, man. Y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.